Holy Bookcon! Hey guys, my name's Emma, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the amazing event that happened last weekend called Bookcon. I was going to vlog while I was there as it was going on, but I knew it wouldn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I'm just going to do a vlog and tell you guys the course of my day and how amazing it was. I met some amazing authors, some amazing people, and saw some amazing panels, so I'm just going to give you a rundown of the whole day in hopes that you guys will enjoy it and maybe want to go next year, because I definitely want to go next year. So let's start from the beginning. So I live pretty close to New York City. It was close enough that I could just take the train and I didn't have to get a hotel, but I still had to get up at 3:30 in the morning. Me and my mom were going back and forth all week about which train we should take, whether we should take the 5:10 or the 6:10, because registration opened at 7:30, and luckily I convinced her to take the 5:10 because if we took the 6:10 it would have just been a disaster. So I got to registration at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which is really, really early because I don't even get up till like 10 on weekends. And it was really confusing because I figured there would have been a line outside. Like my mom even thought that people might have been camping outside. We thought it was going to be huge, but we walked around the entire building, we couldn't find anyone, and then we realized that we had to go in for registration. So I sat there for an hour and a half until registration opened. Now for certain authors, you also had to wait on a line for getting tickets for their signings. So my mom waited on that line while I waited on the line to get our passes, which were really cool. It was way better than just getting a stupid ticket. And so once I got the passes, I joined my mom, and they were supposed to originally give out tickets at 9, but they ended up giving them at 8. So I got my Cassandra Clare tickets, and then we waited for another hour until the actual show floor opened. My entire morning was literally just 6 hours of waiting. It was horrible, but it was so worth it. So the first thing I did at Bookcon was run to Cassandra Clare's line for autographing. So me and my mom pretty much just stood on line for an hour, but we talked to some really, really cool people that were really, really into the books like I was, so it was enjoyable. It wasn't like a terrible wait. And then I got on the actual line for her signing, and it was just amazing. So at Bookcon, when you go to an autographing, they give you the book. Whatever book the author is signing, they will sign it and then give it to you. So you don't even have to bring your own book. They literally just gave you a book for free. Now Cassie was signing the Shadowhunters Codex, and I really wanted City of Heavenly Fire signed, so I brought that, and then my mom brought City of Bones so that I could have 2 signed instead of 1, because they're really only supposed to give you 1 signed book. So I am literally standing in front of my favorite author. Like, it was just so surreal. So I started blurting out things that I want to say to her because I know I don't have a lot of time. So I'm like, I found your books from the movies, and since then I've read them 6 times. They're amazing. No idea how much it means to me. Blah, 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 blah. So she starts signing the codex as I'm handing her City of Heavenly Fire, and she's like, "Oh, you want that signed? Here, take this one, and I'll sign that too." So I get a free signed copy of the Shadowhunters Codex, as well as City of Heavenly Fire. And then, of course, I have to show her my Razzie tattoo, which you've probably seen in a couple of my videos. It's my first tattoo, and I was just telling her about how much the symbol means to me and how I needed it to be my first tattoo. And she goes to, like, stroke it. She's like, "Oh my god, that's so cool. It came out so good." And then she's just like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry for touching it." And I'm like, "No, really, it's okay." And then we're just talking about the end of City of Heavenly Fire and how much I loved it, and she was so happy to hear that. She's so, so grateful and so sweet. I probably talked to her for longer than anyone else on that line, which was just amazing. I literally almost fainted afterwards. So my mom is reading the Mortal Instruments. I kind of convinced her, and she loves them. She's up to City of Heavenly Fire, and she tells me that as soon as she gets up to talk to her and have her sign my book, she's just stammers. Like, she can't even speak. She's like, "I'm her mom, and I really love your books, and she loves your books too," and it was just so funny. And my mom gets City of Bones signed too. So now I have 3 Cassandra Clare books signed, and it was just amazing. That was the perfect way for me to start off my day. So then right after I get off the line, I go to wait for Alexandra Bracken's signing. So my mom stood online, and I walked around for a bit just to check out the whole scene, and it was really cool. I got some like free books. I'm probably not going to read them, but it was just a whole great experience to be surrounded by books and book-related things. So fast forward to like 11 o'clock when her signing starts, and there is just a wall. You literally cannot pass table 10. There's nothing. It's just a wall of people just waiting to get her book signed. They really should have made it ticketed because it was just insane. So this lady comes out, this short little worker girl, and she's like, "Okay, listen up. I'm going to write a number on Post-it. You need this Post-it to get a signing. Not everyone's going to get it." Okay. So she starts writing, and my arm like extends like 6 times the length that it is, and I somehow get a ticket. It was like being in a mosh pit. It was ridiculous. So like I walk around the entire place just so I can get back online in the right spot. And it was just crazy. So they eventually let me on the actual line, and I'm talking to these really cool girls, and it was just so exciting, and like, I see her, it was so exciting. So Alexandra Bracken is signing Never Fade, and I actually brought the Dark Spines and Never Fade, so when I get up there, she like grabs the book to start signing it, and the first thing I say to her is like, I have Never Fade in my backpack if you'd rather sign that so somebody else can get it. And she's just like, oh my god, you're so sweet, that'd be awesome, thank you. So then I put the Darkest Minds on the table so I can get Never Fade out, and she just takes it and she's like, I'll sign this for you too, you're so sweet. So now I have a personalized signed copy of the Darkest Minds, and then a personalized signed copy of Never Fade. She was as sweet as I expected her to be. She was so nice, and it was just so amazing to meet these two authors that have impacted me so much in the past few months. It was literally just surreal and unforgettable, and I'm literally never going to forget it. So by now, it's like 12 o'clock, so there is my 6-hour waiting period. So now I'm just going to talk about all the booktubers that I met throughout the day. It's kind of out of order, but it was just so important for me to meet these people that have inspired me so much in the past few months when I've started making videos, and they were all just sweet and funny, and I'm going to say that like 16 times. I was just so lucky to meet all of them and have conversations with each of them. So the first person I met was Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. I saw her at registration, and I was like really nervous to come say hi, so I tweeted her. I was like, I see you, but I don't know if I should come say hi. So she told me to come over, and then I ended up meeting her and Shannon from Cozy Tea Reads. And they were both really nice. I got to talk to them more at the meetup. Meeting them at first made me feel really more comfortable throughout the day. So I was really glad I got to meet them and have a little bit of a conversation with them throughout the day. Then as I'm eating lunch with my mom, we're by like this book bus selling thing where they were just selling books out of a bus. I don't know why it was there, but it was really cool. And I see 5 of my favorite booktubers just standing in a circle talking. So then I meet Kat from Katie-tastic. She was the first person I ended up talking to. We ended up talking for like a while. She was just very nice and welcoming, and it wasn't awkward at all talking to any of these people. Kat's tall, and she's wearing heels, so she's like up to here on me. I felt so intimidated. So then I go over to Ariel from Ariel Bazette. I actually saw her earlier in the day while she was going to the breakfast with Jessie, and Liz was there too, I think. So I'm like, hi Ariel, and she's like, hi, do you watch my videos? And I'm like, yeah, and she's like, oh, and gives me like this big hug. I don't think she remembers that, but I saw her later in the day, and we were just talking again. You know, everyone was very loving and open and stuff. Like, it wasn't awkward at all. And then I talked to Liz for a bit. You know, Kat's up here, Liz is like down here, but you know, they were just very nice, and I was so happy to meet them because, you know, these are the people that like made me start my channel. Like, I loved meeting them and talking to them. Jesse's there, and Jesse's as crazy as he is in his videos, and it was just great to actually have that in person. And I got to talk to Christine too, who is like one of like the top booktubers. Like, all these people I love more than anything, and I get so much out of their videos, but Christine was like one of like the top like 3 or 4 people that made me really start my channel. So I was just so amazed to meet her, and then we ended up taking like a bunch of pictures together, and then I got to talk to everyone more at the BookTube meetup again, of course. It was a little bit harder to talk there because there were so many people, whereas when I was talking to the 5 of them, you know, it was kind of just me and them just talking like in a circle when there were like 10,000 million fans around everyone just trying to take a picture with everyone. And so as I'm actually walking to the BookTube meetup, I know this is really out of order, but just bear with me. I see this just lone guy just walking down the aisle, and I'm just like, Tiernan. I wasn't sure if it was him at first, so I felt like really weird, like just being like, you're Tiernan, right? But I love his videos. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't know he was going to be there. But he was just really sweet. We were talking for a while. I got a picture. You know, I got individual pictures with everyone. Tiernan is the booktuber. I'm trying to include everyone's channel. I'm going to put everyone below because you should definitely subscribe to all these people. And after the people I actually met at the meetup, I saw Reagan from Peruse Project, another person I've been dying to meet. She's so cute and fun-loving in person as well. Literally everyone is just the same as they are in their videos, you know. They're just very open and crazy, and it was just great to be in an environment with all these people. So then at the beginning of the day, I actually saw Heather from Bookables. She was actually like right behind me, and I didn't realize, so I turned around and I literally audibly gasped. Like, it was so embarrassing. It embarrassed me for the rest of the day. But like, it was literally like, I'm not kidding, it was so embarrassing. So she just waved, and then like I was just like, oh my god, I need to hide my face. But when I actually went up to talk to her at the meetup, she was like, I've seen you like 5 times today, and in my head I'm just like, I was too embarrassed to talk to you. But yeah, I love Heather's videos, and it was just great to actually talk to her. And then I see Jessica from Price is Wrong all the way at the end of the lounge, and I'm like, I've seen this girl like 16 times today, who is she? And then it clicks. Oh my god, I know her. When I saw Heather and gasped, she was talking to Jessica. But my mom actually turns to me and she's like, she sounds like a YouTuber with the way she talks. And I'm like, I don't know, I think so, but I'm not really sure. So then I finally, like, it clicks and I recognize her, and I go over and talk to her, and she was so sweet, Like, it was really, really cool to just be in this environment of everyone who's just meeting for the first time. Like, it wasn't just me meeting everyone. Like, a lot of the other booktubers were just meeting for the first time, too. And then another similar situation was with Jamie from Books. But I didn't recognize her at first, and I felt bad because I went up to her and I was just like, what is your channel? I'm just blinking so bad. And she tells me, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love your books. So yeah, the Bookcon meetup was great because I got to either talk to people that I already talked to today, and we like talked a little bit more, or just meet people that I wasn't sure that I was actually going to meet. But it was just wonderful, and it was such a big part of my day, and all these people really, really, really helped make this such an amazing experience, and it wouldn't have been the same if I didn't meet all of them. It was just so great to look at my phone later tonight and have them all like responding to my pictures and tweets, like saying, it was so nice to meet you, I'm so glad we met, you were so sweet and lovely, and you're so sweet, I love them so much. Although I'm not at the level that they are YouTube famous wise, it was just, they didn't make me feel like that. Like, I was just normal and they were just normal, and that's all that mattered. And it was just so wonderful. And then of course I couldn't just take up enough time of their day, so I went around and had everyone sign my pass, which I thought was really cool. So I had Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, Shannon from Cozy Tea Reads, Liz from Elizzy Books, Jessie from Jessie the Reader, Heather from Bookables, Jamie from Books, Reagan from The Peruse Project, Kat from Katie-tastic, Ariel from Ariel Bazette, Tiernan from The Booktuber, and Christine from Poland Banana Books. So this is something I'm going to be keeping on my bookshelf for a while because this is proof that I met so many amazing people, but I'm just really, really happy I got to meet all of them, and I'm going to keep this forever because it was just so great. So you know how I said the first 6 hours were waiting? That's not true at all. So once I finished with the Bookcon meetup, I went to all the panels I wanted to see, which involved lines. More lines than before. So first I went to the Hunger Games trivia, which was at the downtown stage. It was very informal. It wasn't like the authors were there or anything. They were just asking questions about the books. And that was when I realized I really need a Hunger Games reread. I didn't know any of the answers. They were just so hard. I kind of just went to just see what it was like. I didn't really hand in my score or anything. I didn't really care what I got. But I really need a Hunger Games reread before Mockingjay, definitely, because I don't remember anything. And while I was at the Hunger Games trivia, my mom was waiting on the Fault in Our Stars panel line. So once I finished at Hunger Games trivia, I went over and my mom switched places with me, so I took her spot on the Fault in Our Stars line and she went to the dystopian one, which was the last panel of the day. Because now it's like 3 o'clock. So she was on the line for like an hour and I was on the line for like an hour. I kind of just sat and read, like there wasn't much to do, you were just kind of standing and waiting, but there were so many people online, holy crap. The panel was supposed to start at 3:30 and then my other panel was at 4:15. So I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time to be at the Fault in Our Stars panel, but I wanted to be there anyways. But they don't start letting people in until 3:30, which really bothered me. It was in the special events hall, which holds like 3,000 people, so we had to wait for everyone to get in to start it. So by the time it started, but yeah, so I saw a bit of it. They showed a clip, they introduced everyone, they answered a few questions. It was really, really cool. I love John Green, I loved the book. I'm really, really excited for the movie, so I was very happy I got to see even just a chunk of it. And then I had to run literally across the Javits Center to go to the dystopian panel, which my mom was waiting online. The biggest tip I can ever give you, the one lesson you need to learn from my Bookcon experience, is bring a parent to conventions, because they can wait on lines for you. But my mom said she enjoyed the day. I mean, she sat and read The Fault in Our Stars while I sat and read City of Heavenly Fire. We were just on separate lines. So that's all that really matters, is she enjoyed herself too. But I'm so glad she came because I would have missed out on so much if she wasn't there. So the last panel of the day was with dystopian authors, Veronica Roth, Marie Lu, Danielle Page, and I completely forgot the last one. They were pretty much just talking about like their thought process while writing the books, and then how dystopian writing affects culture and like how it reflects reality. So it was really, really cool. It was a very, very interesting panel, and I'm definitely glad I attended it over the Fault in Our Stars one. I thought Veronica Roth was going to be answering the questions as well, but she was kind of like presenting them, asking the other authors the questions, and then like commenting on them. But she was really, really funny in person. She was like a total hipster the way she looked. It was so great to just see her in person. Marie Lu was adorable. Danielle Page was really funny. They were just all very, very cool with each other. Like, it wasn't like very strict, you know, it was very relaxed. They looked like they had known each other for years. It was great to watch. But yeah, that was definitely a great way to close out the day. I got to see 3 more of my favorite authors, and it was just great. I was so glad I attended that panel. I was so glad I attended the day, and it was just wonderful. So that is my Bookcon vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it wasn't really boring. I just had such an amazing day. It was just a literally like ridiculous experience. I literally can't even describe it. But yeah, it was great. I'm really, really glad I got to go. I accidentally found Bookcon, and I'm just so glad that that happened, because I would have missed out on so much if I wasn't there. But thank you guys for watching. That is all for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.